Hi guys, welcome to a little soul stroll. My name is Leah and I'm here to show things in a spiritual perspective, and today also give you some powerful meditations, techniques, tools and tips that will help you improve your practice or start your practice if you haven't tried it yet. But even if you're practicing for a while, you can benefit from these tips. I'm also a yoga teacher in my traineeship since 2005. I used to study a 2 years yoga instructor program from the Prigo Yoga in Tel Aviv, and I've been continuing to practice in Germany and in India and ashram, and made some extended yoga teaching seminars. So let's start. Just gonna get us in the mood. So the first meditation technique I want to share with you is focusing on your breath. This is a very simple way to start meditating, and you can do it anywhere, literally anywhere, because you take your breath with you. And you can start with putting your hands on your belly, and while you're inhaling, you let your belly get full of air like a little bowl, and when you exhale, you press a bit with your hands very gently and let all the air out. Let your belly stick into your back. And you can make these belly breath. And on the next step, you can also go and make a rib breath. And later, you can put your hand here on your breath and breathe into your breath. And the full yogi breath is all of this combined. So you start with exhaling and then breathing into your belly, continue up into your ribs, up into your upper chest, and then hold the breath for a tiny bit, and then in that order release. First here, then the ribs, then the belly, and so on. But to break it gently, you can start off with breath to your belly, and make sure you're breathing naturally, slowly. Don't try to control your breath too much, just gently, naturally relax into that breath. Try to shift your focus into your breathing all the time, and make sure that your exhale is longer, a bit longer than your inhale. So you're having the benefits to your nervous system. The second meditation technique is tratak. Tratak is taking one point and staring at it. I like to do it with a black point, like a black little circle of a sticker, and I put it on the wall and I just stare at it. This is very powerful. You can do it for 5 minutes and see what happens. Don't get scared if you remember, if it makes you remember things or face some of your fears. It's totally normal. It's a very powerful meditation that can take you back in. The third meditation technique is a candle flame meditation. It's very light. I used to do it very often when I just started meditating. It's just putting a flame, of course, safely, and staring at the flame, and just enjoy this light energy. Now I'll take a little break just to tell you that when you start meditating, when you're in any meditative state and the thoughts are there, they're gonna come. We can't stop them from coming, but we don't have to pay attention to them. So don't try to put any resistance into your thoughts, because what you resist consists. So accept it, see your thoughts as clouds that are coming into your skies, and just moving on. Don't hold on to any thought, just let them pass. And don't get mad at yourself, because it's totally natural, and you just want to let go any feeling you have towards these thoughts. So just try to stay really neutral towards them. The next meditation technique is a transcendental meditation in transcendental meditation, we use the power of the mantra. The mantra helps us to focus, to shift the focus away from our thoughts, and we focus on the mantra just instead, because we are not our thoughts. We're something so much greater than that. Thought is just a tool that we have, powerful tool. And when we focus on the mantra repeatedly, it helps us to shift that focus. It gets much easier when you practice it on a daily basis, and the more often you do it, the easier it gets. You can start off with the mantra Om, Om, and repeat that Om powerful sound. The next meditation technique is the Sri Yantra. The Sri Yantra is a beautiful yantra. It's a symbol, a very ancient symbol in the Indian culture, and it represents the female and masculine energy. And when I'm saying female and male, I'm not talking about men and women. I'm talking about energies. And this symbol is representing the female and male energy of the divinity. And this whole yantra creates, this whole symbol creates, is made out of little triangles. The triangle with the top up is like this, is the male energy, and this is the female with the top down. And when you combine it, you have all these shapes of beautiful diamonds. This is a very, very powerful symbol. And there are YouTube meditations about Sri Yantra. There are also books, and you can just also print yourself a Sri Yantra and look at it. If you do that, by the way, you can look at all the circles of the triangles against the direction of the clock. So not clockwise, but other direction, like the universe spins. Now the next meditation technique is a guided meditation, especially if you're a beginner or need a bit help to concentrate, and it's a very soothing feeling, especially if you like to use your imagination to be led into it. You just have to be in a concentrated space and state and just be guided. The next meditation technique is a Pleiadian meditation, and where you can also be led into that, where we are using the knowledge, the grace and love of other beings, other forms of existence in other dimensions, and it can be very beautiful. And there are many images like for example, the Lemuria, Talos, the Light City, Jade Temple, if you've heard about it, and there are many other meditations. These were the meditation techniques. I would like to point out that a meditation with has to be with a straight back, because you want to keep your spine free to all the energy to move through and to receive energy correctly. If you cannot stay with your back straight, you can sit on a chair at the beginning. Make sure your feet are touching the ground. And the next and last thing I want to share with you is the power of the guru. The guru is a teacher. It can be your inner guide as well, but there is a very powerful there is a great power to the presence of a guru, of someone who's been through that path or who was practicing for many years and can guide you. So if you have the opportunity to go and get this grace and learning from a live teacher, go ahead and do that. And teachers can help you energetically and lift you, because they've been on that path, and they can make little shortcuts for you. It's also very nice to meditate in a group. You might, if you're meditating for a while and you've done a meditation in a group, you may felt already how the collective energy and the collective vibe of concentration, of love, energies are all combined together. So what meditation did for me is helping me connect into something that is much greater, to a source of energy, to eternity and infinity of love, and it just deletes the feeling of separation. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, smash that like button and share that video. I'm Liat, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for tuning in, and namaste.